Hello, everyone. Welcome to Merle's Pearls of Business Wisdom, where I, Merle Singer, the relationship miracle worker, talk about all things relationship and how they impact the workplace. So I have a topic for today. The topic for today is, when should you just quit your job and go look for another one? Or when should you think about it if it's really appropriate to go look for another job, then look for another job while you're still working. So those are your choices. Quit first or quit second. And that's the question. I tend to, if I had my druthers and I was looking for, and I wanted out, then I would look for another job first. And that is the advice that I would recommend anybody looking for a job. If you can stay employed and look for another job, then by all means do it, because you're making money while you're looking. However, I do understand, when maybe you need to quit. But first, if you're just dissatisfied, I don't mean to say just dissatisfied, but if it's not a matter of life and death, is kind of what I'm saying. If you're really dissatisfied, first of all, you can figure out what is it that's making you dissatisfied with this job. I've talked about somebody that I coached, and she had a job that she liked, but a new employee came in that was a boss of hers, and that changed everything. She was really dissatisfied. She was looking, actually. But I gave her a recommendation on how to change the relationship she had with her boss. And it worked. How about that? It worked. And I've talked about it on other podcasts, so you can look it up. And I can talk about it again if you have questions about it. But sometimes you can make an unhappy relationship at work, you can make it happy. And I highly recommend that if you can. And then, of course, we talked about the fact that it's nice to have money coming in. And you may actually need that money coming in. Also, you have to consider when you're deciding whether to look for another job or not, what are the career ramifications? Are there reasons to stay that would be helpful to your career? Or not? Or maybe there are reasons to go in order to help your career. That should be clear in your mind. The other thing that I read somewhere that I thought, yes, this isn't mentioned enough, is professional relationships. If you value maintaining a good professional reputation and want to leave on positive terms, then hey, it's best to look for the new job first and then give the appropriate proper notice. So that's when, and I think it's in most circumstances, that's when it's appropriate to look for the job first. But sometimes you don't have the luxury of doing that. If you will need to quit your job, and you can, then hold off quitting it and start accumulating some extra money. Start taking that paycheck while you're still working there and not spending it. I mean, you can eat, but spend so that you have a little, even the smallest nest egg is better than none. And so that's how you would handle that situation. Okay, so, well, why do you want to leave? It could be that it's just not a safe environment. How about construction workers? How about construction workers, or certainly blue collar workers that work in a terminal, a warehouse. You work in construction, and if you see that the management does not value your safety, then I think that's reason to quit. And I think that's reason to quit immediately. Because you don't want to have a horrible accident and say, yeah, I was meaning to quit. I mean, if that's really an issue, value your life and move on. Another reason where you don't have to think further about it is if the place that you're working, it may be financial planning, who knows what the particular industry is, but the company you're working for is doing illegal stuff. It's doing unethical practices. And you know it. Now, I mean, it could be important to report, but it could be that you just need to get out of there. That's all. If you decide it's something you want to report, that's up to you. But immediately, just leave. That's to save yourself. I mean, you don't want to end up going to jail for a job you're working for somebody else. It just doesn't make sense. If you're gonna go to jail, let it be something you decide and you get in trouble for on your own. The other thing is, which is kind of same as an unsafe environment, but maybe it's more subtle. But if it's causing health issues for you, and maybe they're physical or maybe mental, maybe it's just making you crazy, it might be important to just leave politely. Excuse me, I have another appointment, goodbye. Also, certainly if there are threats. Now, I did a interview. I do Merle and Patty interviews, or Patty and I are on Facebook, and we talked about gaslighting. We talked about gaslighting, and gaslighting is when somebody makes you I'm not sure if I should answer that phone and get offline to get it, or if I should just take you with while I go and answer this phone, because so this is when you know that I'm recording it in a folksy, homey way, as opposed to in a professional recording studio. It gives you a sense of being in, well, it's not my living room, in my office with me. So, so I was talking about gaslighting, and gaslighting is when somebody's making you start to doubt yourself. So they like the film back in another century. The guy was trying to make his wife go crazy, so he would turn how bright the lights were in the bedroom as they went to bed as really bright and then not so bright, and it's such a subtle thing, and she would notice it, and he would say, I don't know, what are you talking about? It's a way of making you doubt yourself. If you are in a job that makes you doubt your own judgment, and you can't figure out why, because what you're thinking really makes sense to you, then I recommend that you consider that gaslighting and that you quit your job. That's one of the jobs that you ditch immediately. So that's, I would say, I think that I covered everything that I wanted to cover. But I want to sum it up with, I've given you different scenarios, but here's the one thing that you can remember, which is, if the job doesn't make you feel like you're accomplishing something, that it's really good, that you feel good about it, even if it's boring, even if it's it's clearly not perfect, but something about it gives you a sense of accomplishment. If you're not feeling that, then it makes sense. You're not crazy. It's okay for you to reconsider and look around for another job. And I encourage you to stay in a job that can move you forward. And I encourage you to leave a job in order to keep yourself sane. How does that sound? So with that, any comments you have on it? Any disagreements you have with me? I'm so interested to hear a different perspective. Always interested. So just write it down there, or text me, or relationshipmiracleworker.com. You can find me there. Thank you for listening to Merle's Pearls of Business Wisdom with me, your host, Merle Singer, the Relationship Miracle Worker. You can find this episode and all of the episodes on relationshipmiracleworker.com/podcast. But hey, you are on Apple Podcasts, you're on Amazon Music, Spotify, whatever. This podcast is on all the familiar favorite podcast platforms. Just look for Merle's Pearls of Business Wisdom. In the meantime, I'll see you next week. Next week we're having I'm having an interview with Shameen you listen in and find out the details about her. Take care.